My name is Michele Roberts. I'm the National Co-Coordinador of the Environmental Justice Health Alliance for Chemical Policy Reform. The current projects that we're working on, the Environmental Justice Health Alliance for Chemical Policy Reform focuses our work on chemical policies and the chemical policies management systems that impact our communities. The communities we serve are fence line communities. They live fence line to some of our nation's most egregious industrial operations. So we actually work on policies, and currently we are working on policies that have been rolled back by the Trump administration and under assault through the administration. Equally, we are working with folks on Capitol Hill to advance stronger policies to protect our communities in a more meaningful way, with that of the Environmental Justice for All Act policies, and equally engaging in recently the most released report on the climate crisis and the fact that we need to incorporate that of legacy environmental racism into that process. We really make sure that the nexus between chemical policies and the oil and gas extractive process, we show that the fact that it is inextricably linked and interconnected, and thereby we must look at the entire spectrum. For us, we feel that we need a full out systems change that addresses precaution and protection and places health at the epicenter, if you will, of any and all permits and policies as that we think about with respect to economic development, environment, climate, and energy. So that is, in a nutshell, the bulk of our work. It's a lot, but it's our work for environmental justice. That work is all intersectoral, and again, as I say, we focus primarily on that of chemical policy management systems. What excites me about this upcoming workshop is the fact that you too are looking at the fact that we need to broaden our approach to expect how democracy is upheld for all. The way in which our democracy is to date, it is really not speaking to really making sure that the fundamental freedoms that are so-called espoused in the Constitution, and as we think about human rights as well, we need to make sure that we have a rights-based approach to our democracy, especially giving the law, the huge disparities that we are seeing across the board. So this workshop, in my opinion, gives us the opportunity to meet with those who are scholars and working in the field, but equally linking them up to our community-based scholars, if you will, so that we can effectively push for a stronger and more effective democracy, and seeking to really make the systems change and policies that we need to protect our communities. We hope that people will take away the fact that while we totally, and trust me, I am one of the academy, if you will, while we totally believe in the academy and scholarship, we equally believe that it should be informed by those who are definitely impacted, and they equally, if you will, are scholars, right? And so when we are at that point of being able to make sure that we collectively work together, valuing what each brings to the table, the knowledge base, that of the scholarship, that of the lived experience, and the knowledge of what it is we need to make the effective change to for us to achieve the beloved communities that we heard our dear John Lewis talk about and getting in good trouble over. That's what I hope that we are able to walk away with, and be able to really make the changes that are needed for our communities.